Savage. What's cracking? This your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage, here to check in with you guys. You know the drill. Like, share, follow, hit that notification button and subscribe button. Select the all options so that you know all of my uploads. You feel me? You feel me? Let's get some thanks, man, to my dad, the Most High God, right? Because, look, I'm just telling you, for me, it don't get no better than that. Than he, I should say. Nobody gets no better than he. Nobody is better than he. Nothing is better than he. I talk to my dad every day. I did when I was at the spa. As you can see, there goes Karma. Trip is in the bathroom because he got a wet dingleberry on his ass, and we ain't playing that shit around here, literally. So let's get some thanks to my dad, to being awesome, omnipresent, to being protective, providing wisdom, insight, guidance, and lots of love and protection. I appreciate you, Dad. Dad ass. Spirit guide, spirit teams, I appreciate you as well. All the energy that I felt when I was not able to be with you all was very. I felt it. I did, and trust and believe that. Being in that type of situation, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, it ain't like you went to prison, or it ain't like you was there for years." But when I tend to look at things like this. When you're somebody who knows you fucked up, when you know you did something wrong, and then you're sent away. Now, sometimes people are sent away for I sometimes feel like people are overpunished, but that's not my job to judge that. Really, it's not. That's why we have the justice system. We have laws that enforce the justice, the laws that people break that are supposed to be enforced by the justice system. We can go on and on about it. It's not always. I always say that law is not fair. Laws aren't fair. Justice is what brings balance. So, nonetheless, what I'm saying is that I can dig what people say when they can say, "Well, it's not like you went to prison. It's not like you were there for years." But when you are in jail for something you didn't do, and you're being punished, and your life is being jeopardized, or your livelihood is being jeopardized, your life could be as well, and you got all these different things going on because of this situation. Yeah, it's a long fucking time. So you take that. We all experience things on a very different plane, and I'm a very realistic person, and I ain't no punk either. But I damn sure wasn't made for no jail or prison. I don't like that shit. Okay? So, spirit guides, spirit teams, law enforcement, I love you. You're the Jedis. I'm very glad that I am still able to come back and be a part of a space where an energy, an environment, a community of people that were looking for me, because you got to know my damn family wasn't. Imagine that. Or friends either. Imagine that. So, let's get on with this. Ancestors, thank you also for your guidance, protection, wisdom, and for giving me opportunity to get them spiritual lickbacks. We dig it. Who else am I missing out on? Intergalactic beings. Yeah, hi, type shit. But I just thought I'd come on, and baby, I love you, you know what I'm saying? I do. Alright, so 3:33 on the clock, because I look. That's what I'm talking about. So I may just upload this. I don't know. I might not put no music behind. I don't really feel like doing all that right now. I'm trying to get the house back together a little bit. Thanksgiving's coming up, so hopefully everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm not at this time. I'm really kind of like, I don't really think I'll be doing a whole lot of posts there, especially every day. There are a lot of things that I just had to that I'm still processing. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I wanted to come on and say is that when I was there, there were people. It wasn't like Oz or no shit like that. It just was a very kind of, I don't like to be controlled. I don't like not being able to experience freedom the way that I should. You know what I mean? You feel me on that? That's kind of what is. It can break a person. It can break, and there were times in there I did feel like I was going to be broken, because there was nobody there to help besides God. And not to say like He's not enough, but you know what I mean. Like, you could, if there was something happening right now, I could run outside and go help. But when you are in jail, when you're in prison, and maybe you don't even have anybody, on the outside that is checking for you, there's nobody there to help you, and that is crazy. And that to me, That is, but again, everybody has their own karma. Everybody has their own journey. Everybody's done whatever they've done, and that's just how it goes. I'm just looking at my situation. But I felt like God was removing me from a situation where I probably just needed to be. I had to do what I had to do. It is what it is. It was part of the mission. But I felt like I was kind of detoxing from the world, YouTube videos, tarot for a while. It gave me time to reflect in a very different way. This wasn't that I was forced to be reflective. It was more of what I like, literally just. It was just all you are like when you like right where I'm at right now. I can be reflective upon myself, but then I have other things that are kind of that could be a distraction or things that I could have focused on. But I just really had to. There was some I journaled in there every day. I used a lot of paper in there. I started, it did give me some time to do some reading, some writing, and some thinking. And I did, I had a few conversations with people in there. But and that's what I was about to say is that. Being there and like talking to some people, man, do you know how many people in there are mad at God? Like, people, literally, like these people, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I just more or less was like, well, I was able to inspire a couple of people there to kind of just give them a little bit of light. And that was cool, because I do believe that I ended up going there for a lot of different reasons, but nothing that I did wrong. Let's just get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? Nothing I did wrong. But what I'm saying is that, and I actually, I started getting into I started reading more of the Bible. And what I realized is that there are, from the beginning of time, there were people that were like Joseph. His brothers, sold him into slavery. And he was in jail because, a lady had him arrested or, he was thrown in prison because she wanted to fuck. And he said no. And she kept trying, and she got mad at him and said, you know what? Well, he did this. And, it kind of hit home for me when I read that. I'm like, damn, these bitches been doing this shit since the beginning of time. But ultimately, what I'm getting at is the fact that I never blame God. I never even get mad at God. Why would I do that? And so it's just like, I got God bumps all over my body again when I said that because it is the truth. So onto some tarot real quick. I guess I could pull a few cards, but I just wanted to give everybody a little bit of what's up and deuces, and to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody out there is having a hard time, if you feel like things aren't going to get better, I would, my advice, can't tell you what to do, but my advice to you would be to never give up hope and always have faith, blind faith, faith of the mustard seed kind of faith, really, because overall what I gathered is the fact that I was able to really kind of, because God was the only person I was really going to be talking to. I talk to God all the time, but this time it was different. It was really different. I can't really explain it right now. Maybe I'll have I do have my journal, and maybe I'll go through there and figure it all out and come back and discuss it with some folks. But other than that, what up? All right, so let's check it. Let's get some energy here. Overall collective energy. We're just going to ask Archangel Michael to protect us, to clear out this reading so it can be clear and concise, so we can have some collective messages here. We're going to just pull in some collective energy here. Also, I would definitely like some justice in this in the world, really, for me, for you, for the things that have been going on. So Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, please blow your trumpets for judgment. I really would appreciate that. And we might as well throw some healing in there. So Archangel Raphael and Archangel Chamuel for some love. There we go. So let's return to sender. Yeah, definitely. Let's return to sender 10 times fold, guided with love and light. Things that do not belong to the collective and me. So mo to be, so mo to be, so mo to be, and so it is. You feel me? And we're also going to ask that all evil eyes go blind and all ear hustling demons go deaf. So, comment down below. How y'all doing? All right. I really appreciate all the messages, all the encouraging words, because that's what we're supposed to do for each other. I did kind of have a thought in there. We need to build up more like a Black Lives Matter kind of spiritual community. I had written in my journal about how, a lot of these like Black Lives Matter. No, I'm not, talking shit, but I'm just expressing a point. They come together. It's always a big rally and riot when people are dead. So who gets justice when they're dead? I mean, justice for a dead man is not really is not much. And so there are times when people who are, because we as a spiritual community are being attacked. Chosen ones are being picked off. We are targeted by dark workers, karmics, narcs, demons, devil worshippers. These secret societies. We are targeted, and they've been doing it for a long ass time. And so when we get in situations where we are challenged, so to speak. Yes, we do have to go through some things alone, but there are times where I know people would need people to stand behind them and rally for them and help them, and they don't have that. We need to build up more of a community like that. That's what I got. So, can I get a card, please, for the overall energy? Ooh. King of Wands. I got a fighter here. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's see. So we could be talking about somebody who's a warrior, a fighter. Give me another card, please. I got to take it. It's Emperor in reverse. And then we got the Ace of Wands. And we'll get one more here. So what up? That's too many. So you got the King of Wands here. Emperor. Okay, there we go. And the Four of Swords in the reverse. All right, so what I'm picking up on is the fact that somebody in the collective energy, that could be you, it could be a cross watcher. But I'm picking up, we're dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this is somebody who's a hothead. Like definitely a hothead. So it could be a Sagittarius, because we know how y'all do. Just saying, because we got the Emperor in reverse. So we're seeing that this is a distorted masculine. So what about this distorted masculine energy here? Divine masculine here. So what about this Emperor in the reverse? We're going to clarify for something else. All right, well, yep. So somebody's suffering a loss. What is the loss, though? This King of Wands energy. Sexual energy I'm picking up on, too. It's the Eight of Swords. Clarify the Eight of Swords. It's in the reverse. Hierophant in reverse. So we have the Six of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Hierophant energy in the reverse. This person did something. Well, duh. But while we're talking about it, they avoided jail. They definitely avoided jail. But there's a loss, and this Hierophant energy in the reverse. So we already know what this could be, but it could represent court. It could represent a spiritual figure, a spiritual leader. Let's clarify that though. I'll take it. The devil. So, so this is somebody here that we're talking about. 333 on the clock. Spiritual burp. This is somebody we're talking about here that's part of us, again, a Male Covenant energy, secret society. They lost. There was a loss. There was not a victory. And I'm picking up on the fact that there wasn't a victory because they could have tried to put somebody in jail. They could have tried to keep somebody in jail, but they got out. You feel me? Either that or they avoided jail. But I'm picking up on the fact that it could have been somebody. This somebody maybe avoided jail. They avoided jail due to the secret society, but they fucked up. Somebody's pissed at them. Yep. So somebody's protected, or somebody got beat the fuck up by God. I'm just saying, take the energy as it resonates. Let me get a card, please. Ace of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Yep. So we got the Page of Wands. We got Wands out here. So what is this? A communication? Communication is some passionate communication that somebody is protected, or that somebody's getting hit with that bat. Somebody may have been protected from some type of communication. Somebody didn't follow directions. Yep, there goes the Empress. They didn't pay attention. The Empress is protected, heavily protected in that order. Apple Orchard. So yep, they got the communication. They didn't pay attention. The Empress is protected. That's what I heard. All right, There's one card that wanted to come out. Yep. So there's a queen. There we got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Now this is the Queen of Wands in reverse. She always comes out. Doesn't she? Always finds a way when I do a reading. So, but she is anxious or she is sick. She could be sick than a motherfucker. She's not resting. She's not recuperating. But this is the Queen of Wands energy. They could be. He fucked up and she's sick about the fact that she's not the Empress. And at the bottom of the deck is the Moon. So that could be a secret. This could also be a case. Could be a Cancer energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But really, this is Piscean energy too, though. But this is a secret. What's the secret? This could have been over a King of Pentacles. What's the secret? She's waiting on this guy to come in to offer that love. But no. She was willing to do anything for this person. Now this King of Wands could also be this King of Pentacles. He does bad business. She was waiting on him to come in. She was willing to do anything for it. She worked against somebody really hard. She did some bad work. She worked hard against somebody, or didn't work hard enough. Take the energy as it resonates. But what about this Queen of Wands? 6:19 on the clock. That means it's true, baby. You get one more, please. Two more. I'll take it. She being investigated for stealing. She's being looked into for stealing or doing something sneaky, throwing a rock and hiding her hand. And wearing horrible boots. Yeah. But yeah, she's being investigated for stealing. Yep, to come out of poverty. She didn't want to be broke no more. That's what happened. Can I get the what are we gonna leave my good people at a collective? There we go. Yep. That's the truth, Ruth. So they're suffering a loss. The Empress is protected, so if you're in your Empress energy, you're protected. You know, they've been coming. They like I said, they've been coming. The Empress is right in the middle of these two. I'm picking up on the fact she probably about to have been placed in the middle of these two people. Yep, Spirit said that's the truth, Ruth. She's protected. There you got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords that fell out on the Empress. She's protected. She all good. They can't, and it makes them sick. But I want to say, I'm going to go ahead and say that the Empress energy, although, you know, be male or female energy, this represents somebody who's chosen, somebody who's of God, somebody who's very magical, somebody who's very nurturing, loving, caring, but overall chosen, a starseed, a light worker. This is what this represents this time. So I guess the overall energy is that we're protected, collective. Definitely are. Definitely, if you're an Empress, though, you're definitely protected. So if this resonates with you, comment. If this shit resonates with you. But the King and Queen of Wands is a done deal, and that's an overall energy. So it could be one person for you. It could be three people for you. Doesn't matter. It's an overall energy. It's time for these energies to move along, move aside. But we also, too, as a collective, what I've learned is that we gotta be able to see the light in these situations. It's very hard, you know, sometimes to not dwell on confirmation. It's very hard sometimes not to dwell on the things that have happened to us. But what I'm realizing now is that it doesn't help us. It just doesn't. We just need to get away from it. All right. So let's close this out. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for the messages. I hope this resonates with somebody. I hope this gives somebody a little bit of encouragement and hope. And I'm glad to be back with you guys. Again, it's your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage, here with another message. All right. You grow, I grow, I grow, you grow, we grow together. And always love and light around this bitch. And deuces.